Hey guys, Sheldon here with another review, and today we're looking at the Super Action statue KARS from, you guessed it, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. I think KARS is named after another 80s band. It's no surprise by now, because the mangaka loves that stuff. Anyway, but this is the main antagonist of part 2. But anyway, enough about that. Let's look at the box really quickly. So here we go. More of that Harlequin pattern, more gradient stuff he comes with. Box window, things like that. Something cool I wanted to mention is the box art is actually consistent for each part. So for example, let's see if I can show you guys. For Wham, you'll see that it has these cool, that same pattern. But then if you have Dio from part 1, Phantom Blood, the design is different. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing, just to keep the box art consistent throughout each part, so you can kind of see. Alright. But enough about that. Let's take a look at what KARS comes with. This guy actually comes with a ton of stuff. Let's see. So he comes with, first off, these kind of, well, let me bring it closer. But it comes with these two kind of saluting hands, straight finger hands, so nicely detailed as always. You can just kind of see the folds, the fingers there, fingernails. So you got those hands. You've got these kind of, I don't know, style hands or pose hands, but fingers spread out here a little bit. It's got the pinky down. And you also have actually another style hand, just the left hand though. So this one, it's just straight out instead of the pinky. So you can see there's just a very small difference here. So the pinky goes down for this one, and then the pinky stays a little bit up. Okay, but for the right hand, you have this pose hand where the ring finger and pinky goes up, and that's supposed to help you hit a pose that he does in the manga. And you have these kind of loose hands, look like they're gripping hands, but he doesn't have anything to grip. And then finally he comes with one right hand that is supposed to have him hold something. I'm not entirely sure. Well, he also comes with two stone masks. So there's this one here, just a regular stone mask. I use this for pictures with Dio. And it also comes with this stone mask. This is when a gem is inside it, and it's right about to puncture into his head. And I think it's supposed to be that you use this hand to hold onto the mask somehow, but it doesn't fit that well, so I don't know how it works. Okay. And he also comes with these two kind of, I don't know, they're not gauntlets. I don't know what you call them, but they attach onto his wrist with the blades out. And I'll show you in a second. But he comes with two of them, one for each side. Right here. Pretty nice. And then he comes with an alternate head, which is just his hair bundled up under all that. Okay. So that pretty much does it for accessories. He comes with a ton of stuff, right? Oh, he also comes with these two fist hands he comes with out of the box. Alright, let's take a look at the figure itself. Alright, so overall it's a pretty simple design. He's basically a naked guy with a loincloth here. Right? Looks like he's kind of wearing half a thong, I guess. I don't know, what would you call that? It's not a thong, it's a Brazilian, whatever. He's got these shin pads here. So let's take a really quick height measurement. He's about a little shy of 7 inches. So I actually have Wham right here. So if I put them feet on the ground, Wham is a little taller. Just a little bit here. I guess it makes sense. He's actually, Wham's some warrior, and he's the leader, so it makes sense that he's a little bigger. And so they're both pretty much naked dudes, but I thought they were the same sculpt, but they're actually slightly different, which is nice. So the bicep, let me see. They look pretty similar, but they might be different. It's Wham's is a little more full.
Shoulder's different. The forearm's definitely different because Wham's is bigger, and even the thigh is different from Wham to KARS. So that's nice. It's really cool that they didn't just reuse the mold or sculpt for each one. Okay, so anyway, yeah, pretty simple design, but I mean, nice sculpt, and there's like shading throughout too, so it's a little darker here, a lighter here. Really nice, and it's a nice matte finish, so it looks kind of like a realistic skin tone. And then, hair is really well sculpted and things like that. Yeah. Alright, cool. Let's take a look at the articulations. So, very interesting. Despite being such a simple figure, I gotta say that the articulation is not the best in some places. But you'll see in a sec. So let's do the head articulation really quickly, though. So, head is pretty standard. It is on a ball hinge for the head right here. And then it's on a ball peg for the neck. So actually, the head is pretty good. And then as you can see, like, there's articulation in the hair, and they're all just ball pegs. So you got this one here, so you can spin it around. Peg here, spin it around. Up, down, around. You do left and right, same here. And then right here as well. These two are both all on ball pegs. So the hair articulation is nice. You can get him in some pretty cool poses like this if you want, like, to pretend that his wind is blowing his hair this way. Or something. I don't know. Sorry about that. Sick. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so yeah, pretty ugly like that, but you get the idea. Alright. And then actually the head swaps out at the neck. So if you want to take it out, you actually just pop off the neck and the head like that. And then you bring this head in and you peg it in, which I'm not going to do because it's a real pain to get it back out. But you can also pop it off at the head itself. Let me see if I can do it now. Like that. And I think it's really nice too that there's like paint all the way up until the peg, right? Just to make sure that it doesn't bleed. But yeah, you just change it like that. You just kind of put it on like that. But I prefer him with his hair because it looks better. All right, I'm gonna pop the head back on. All right, cool. So let's take a look at the shoulder. So it's weird. It's no longer a hinge, and now it's like a peg that goes in here and a peg that goes in here, but it limits the articulation because of the sculpt, so it only goes out about like this far, and that's it. You can't get them like full on 80, which is kind of lame. And then the bicep swivel, again, because of how it's sculpted, I don't think you can get a full 360. I mean, you probably can, but like it's kind of stiff. So like right here, you go like that much. So I mean, it's within a natural range, but it's just not as good as it could be. Elbow articulation's pretty good though, better than 90 degrees, double jointed. Peg into the bicep and into the forearm, so you can rotate them both if you want. And then the wrist is pretty standard for these figures. It's just like this peg here. And since I have his hand off, you'll see that there you have this bracelet here. You just take it off like that, and that's where you put in the blade accessory like this. So pretty simple. One problem though is paint can rub off if you keep the blade on for too long. I don't know if you can see, but there's like blotches over here, and I'll show you on the other side actually. It's a lot more obvious, but I didn't even notice until today, so it's kind of a bummer. Where does fist go? That's okay, I'll just put on a blade hand for now. But yeah, you can see right here that there's paint blotches just from the gray of the bracelet. So be wary of that. Alright. So waist articulation. I believe it's just a ball peg right here and a ball peg right here. So pretty good range of motion. Really good actually. You do get some gapping though if you bring them too far back. Same with the back if you go too far forward. But you're probably not going to see this often. But yeah, do be worried about that. And then the waist, another ball peg. So you do have a good swivel. Actually, you can go through full 360. Okay, not bad. And then you combine them, you get pretty good range of motion going forward. Pretty good going back. So ab articulation and elbow is nice. Oh, I forgot to mention, you do have a butterfly joint here that's hidden well by this kind of floating cloth piece right here. A little dark, but yeah. There for you guys. So I would say like 1 ratchet forward, like 2 to 3 ratchets back, so it's there. It's not bad. Hides the joint pretty well. Alright, and then for the leg articulation, we have just a ball joint here. This skirt or loincloth is a soft piece, but it does get in the way a little bit even though it's soft, so it does go about this far. Actually, it's not that bad. And then back, it's actually not that bad. Okay. I did notice here too, the butt's kind of like blue or black. I don't know what that is. I guess it's like the paint kind of bleeding over or whatever. But I guess, I don't know. Unless you really love his butt, you're not going to pose him like this. So I guess it's okay. I can live with it. Of course, you got a peg into the swivel. So you got a thigh swivel right here. It's pretty good. Range of motion in the knees, pretty nice. Double jointed, so pretty far. And then here's the worst part of the figure though. And the part that could be a deal breaker is the ankle articulation. It's like half and half limited. So, I mean, going back, it's fine. It goes really far. And you have these nice little like knee pad things that move. But going forward, it's like, that's it. It doesn't go any forward at all. And in fact, it's so limited that like it affects the way he stands. And it's kind of a drag. Because like he's always leaning back no matter what, and unless you remove these little things right here, you're not going to be able to get him just in a standard standing pose. So that's my main gripe with it, and I didn't really notice it until I was messing with it today actually, because I always had him in like some kind of weird pose, but he can't stand straight up. So unless you want to use a stand all the time to hold him up, then that's going to be a problem for sure. But yeah, of course he's got that toe hinge right here, and then you can get an ankle rocker out of him, but the knee pads are going to get in the way, and I don't know if you can still achieve it. It's very, very limited. Okay, but I mean, that does it for articulation, but overall impression, I would say, you know, for a figure, it's good value because he has so much accessories that he comes with. He is a little harder to come by though, so I mean, you take that in consideration. So let's see, do I recommend it though? I mean, if you're a Jojo fan and you like figures, you're probably going to get this regardless. If you're kind of like a fan of the show a little bit and you're thinking about certain figures to get, I could say it could be a pass considering the problems in the ankles and the articulation just being okay and the elbows. I mean, it's pretty good elsewhere though. So, I mean, if you can get over the shoulders and the ankles, I would say go ahead and pick it up. And if you're an okay, paying a little bit more just because he's, like, difficult to find, I would say pick it up. But yeah, if you're a Jojo fan and, you know, you're going to complete your collection, you probably need this guy, though, because he's, like, the main antagonist for one of the parts. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this figure. I'll have some poses or some pictures of him at the end. But if you liked it, please hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll be doing more videos soon. Alright, cool guys, thanks for watching.